Trump wasted no time in cleaning house once he got into office. Is the U.S. Agency for International Development the next to go? In an X Spaces conversation, Elon Musk told Senators Mike Lee and Joni Ernst that Trump believes that U.S. aid cannot be fixed by minor house cleaning and must be shut down. Acting USAID Director Marco Rubio, who's also the Secretary of State, has stated that the organization is actively undercutting U.S. interest abroad.
I said very clearly during my confirmation hearing that every dollar we spend and every program we fund, will be aligned with the national interest of the United States. And USAID has a history of sort of ignoring that and deciding that there's somehow a global charity separate from the national interest. These are taxpayer dollars.
So who actually benefits from USAID? Now, Bill Kristol, he's the director of Defending Democracy Together. He wrote this on X: "The deep state is far preferable to the Trump state." However, the Data Republican X account pointed out that his organization is listed as an indirect beneficiary of USAID through the Rockefeller Philanthropy Advisors. Now, President Trump paused a new tariff on 25% on goods from Mexico for the month after Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum agreed to send 10,000 soldiers to the border to combat the trafficking of fentanyl and other drugs. This decision comes just 2 days after Trump announced the tariff. Trump announced the victory in a Truth Social post detailing their agreement and the coming negotiations by Marco Rubio. Trump also placed a 25% tariff on Canada. Here's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's reaction.
I think Canadians are a little perplexed as to why our closest friends and neighbors are choosing to target us instead of so many other challenging parts of the world. I don't think there's a lot of Americans who wake up in the morning saying, "Oh, damn Canada. Oh, we should really go after Canada."
We should really go after Canada. But according to CNN's Caitlin Collins, Trump said that their call today went very well. But when asked if the tariffs would still go into effect, he simply said, "Watch." David Hogg was recently elected the vice chair of the Democratic National Convention. Since then, a 2020 tweet of Hogg's has resurfaced where Hogg called for ICE to be abolished. Here was his riveting pitch to the DNC.
Are you ready to go on the offense? Yeah! Are you ready to go on the offense? Yeah! We have to win back our young people. I am the only candidate in this race for any of these positions that is under 30. We had a 20-point shift to the right of our young people. We must show our young people we give a damn about them, that we support them, and we invest in them.
So we see all these agencies on the chopping block. Trump scores a major victory on the border, and the future of MAGA has never been brighter. And meanwhile, the DNC put David Hogg in leadership because apparently the radical activists are the future of their party. So which way do you want to go, America? Now let's bring in Blaze News Editor-in-Chief Matthew Peterson. And Peterson, when we look at this, USAID, it has all of the right people upset. This weekend, I couldn't get enough of this story, just seeing all of the different reactions come out.
Oh, I mean, every day they go. Now we're finally getting to the level of thinking as you scroll through the timeline and talk to everyone, maybe I just can't handle the winning. I need a break from it just for 5. So USAID, what are we talking about here? We're talking about all the right people. We're talking about the entire uniparty. We're talking about all the bad Republicans. And we're talking about the institutional left. And we're talking about an entity that has thwarted American interests. As how refreshing was that? The Secretary of the United States of America, the Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, actually called out. They have thwarted the interests of this country for a long time, and they will do so no more because they have been exposed. And now the good guys are in charge and there's no turning back. And so it's a rout. It's as if we just, knocked off one of the many heads of the deep state in one fell swoop and destroyed it in public.
So you have that on one hand, and then you have David Hogg on the other, right? Like it's
Yes.
such a whiplash head turn of, people on the left were like, oh yeah, we're going to make him our vice chair. And everybody's on the right's like, please do that. Yes, we are also in favor of you doing this as the DNC.
Oh, yeah. I mean, David Hogg taking over. I mean, please, by all means, we want him there. As someone said in X, he looks like the bad guy, the bad character in some heartwarming ice skating movie. You know, he's like the bad guy in the championship. Says everything about him, really. You don't really need to say much more than that, except for please more of this. These people are in disarray. They have no leaders, and they're resorting to basically grifters, small-time grifters as well, like this guy. And that's fantastic news for America. It's fantastic news for the Republicans. It buys them more time. And again, I can't say it enough. This is a rout. Like, these people they're running away now, and they're very, very scared. There are a ton of people in the professional managerial class right now in D.C. and elsewhere who are just in total shock, or they're just fearful, waiting for the hammer to fall. And, you know, I have some confidence that those people won't really do much afterwards. They'll be mad, but what are they going to do? You know, this is a complete and total win.
And then who knew that we were going to have a lot of tariff talks on the show. But here we are. You know, so Mexico, we're going to push that back now for a month. Canada, we're still going to wait and see what happens after the call between Trudeau and President Trump. You know, again, he's just saying, watch. So we're just all going to wait and see how this all plays out.
Yeah. So look, tariffs. I mean, let's be clear about this. Tariffs for traditional conservatism were pretty much a no-go, at least post World War II. You know, a lot of libertarian economic thought. I mean, basically, tariffs have a bad connotation. Like, that sounds bad. We shouldn't do that. Somehow it's not free market. But of course, tariffs have a long history and can be very appropriate in different circumstances. Plus, it's not only the case that they were successful for America at another time in the past and maybe successful now. It's also that Trump uses them politically. And this is what I don't understand. You know, everyone is a tariff expert now and an economic expert. I don't pretend that I have all the answers to this stuff, and never will, because I don't think I'll get there. But a lot of people think they do right now. Here's the thing with the tariffs. Why don't you just lay back and see what happens? Because this is politics. Like, this is active politics and statesmanship in action. And everyone's leaping to, you know, throw their fingers up. Wait and see what happens. If it starts to go south, okay, but give it a little time, because I think what we're seeing already in a very short period of time is successful statesmanship and winning for the United States of America.